Welcome to CouchPotatoGM.com. We just breaking down the draft right now. You know, like some Couch Potato GM supposed to do at this time of year. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. How much you trying to get? How much subscribers?
We're trying to get 150,000
followers, man. So y'all follow, let people know we coming out here, man.
We're doing 2017 draft. The falls of the draft.
Biggest falls of the NFL draft.
Let's start with Dalvin Cook.
Okay, man. He went second round to the Minnesota Vikings, and you know a lot of it, I guess, was the off the field stuff. But I don't really understand. You know, when you look at the game tape, you know, I mean, I guess we got to talk about the combine numbers, and we got to talk about the off the field issues.
He wasn't sparky. He wasn't very sparky.
He wasn't sparky, man. His graph wasn't lit up, bro.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't get it, man. Somebody explain it to me. You got me?
I thought it was ludicrous, ridiculous,
Asinine, obscene.
That's a 10. It was just ridiculous, man. On the field, man, this guy's a flat out stud. The patience, the vision, the burst, the balance, the home run speed. Man, he got it all, man. He's the best running back in his class. Said it from day one. I'm still saying it. And for him to fall, I get it. Off the field concerns. I get that, man. I get it. You know, the article came out. I know you shared it with me about the sabotage that went into his draft fall. You know, he was a foster kid, and you know he got into some trouble as a youth. But it seemed like he's getting his life on track.
The older it gets,
you know,
the less.
We're not privy to see these interviews of how he interviewed and all of that. But hey, man, the guy's a flat out baller, man, and to me, he's a first round talent. And
well, you know, I was. You know, there's a guy on Twitter, I think his name is Jake Anderson. He had put up a little snippet of Cook heading up around the corner, which I think that might be his best quality is you looking on tape, man, and you're like, okay, he should be tackled here. And he just turns the corner ever so slightly, ever so swiftly, slightly, quickly, and he gets upfield. He passes all, and no one touches him. It's something, I said to him, it's sometimes, at times it's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? So I expect to see that.
It's magical, bro.
There it is, dog. It's magical.
It's how he set up his blocks to make that move, to anticipate and to burn. It's poetry. It's a thing that it can't be taught. It's either you have it or you don't, and he has it, man. So the Vikings got a hell of a player, and he's gonna be Latavius Murray out in no time. He's gonna be starting running back.
Murray hurt, ain't he? He hurt ankle or something or whatever.
Something, man. But my thing is, where Teddy at, man? I'm waiting for my guy Teddy to come back, man. Next guy, man. Who we got, man?
Quincy Wilson.
That's your guy.
That's my guy, Florida. He went to the Colts in the second round. You know, I could see the fall coming. There was a lot of hate going around, man.
40 time.
40 time. Here we go with the numbers. His Sparky wasn't.
Man, his Sparky wasn't right,
you know,
bro.
got into a dispute with a guy on Twitter. You know, he's got limitations. You know, he's a laborer. You know, out of his break and all this, man. And you know, I guess you know teams felt the same way. You know what I mean? So you know, he felt but the Colts got a hell of a player, and they matched that up with Hooker. Malik, the eraser of mistakes, you know. So he's in a good situation. The Colts, they needed that badly, and they got it, man. So, you know, it's unfortunate. He was my number one corner. You know, I don't know if he was in your fifth corner. Yeah,
so top five. I think it's four.
So
my question I want to ask you, because it's something that came up late in his process, was his ability to tackle. They questioned it. The same things you were questioning about Lattimore. Everyone was questioning about Quincy Wilson.
Okay, so there's a difference.
It's a game, right?
No, it's a difference. There's a willingness with my guy.
He just can't tackle?
No. He missed some tackles, man. But to me, that's a technique thing. Hey, man, we need you to turn your shoulder this way or your head that way. You know what I mean? Your guy just wouldn't get off the blocks. There's a difference. But who's next? Get off my guy, though.
Who's next, man?
Carl Lawson.
That's another one of your guys.
Carl Lawson,
man.
yes. Auburn, defensive end, linebacker, I don't know, whatever you want to call him.
He went to Cincinnati.
It's a good fit. I like the fit. I I think the only thing that really hurt him was injuries, man. The guy missed like double-digit number of games, bro. It was ridiculous, man. But he has all the talent. When you turn on the film, when he's on the field, it's a beautiful thing, man. He's got pretty much everything you want.
He's a problem when healthy.
Yeah,
he's a
problem, man. But again, can you stay healthy? You know what I mean? If you miss 4, 5, 6 games, but this guy was. I mean, I think for one season, I think he might have missed an entire season, if I'm not mistaken. It's a lot, man. So. Yeah. You know, I think that's...
Anzalone went before him, didn't he?
Come on, bro.
Here we go.
Anyway.
But let me get my Carl Lawson take, man, off, man. I think the Bengals, like they've been doing over the last couple of seasons, they're doing a terrific job of drafting. Mm-hmm. You know, they got a Carl Lawson and a Jordan Willis. They got replacements already waiting to go. So to replace
Dunlap Johnson.
Dunlap and the other guy that just got back.
Johnson.
Sorry,
Bucks, yeah. But it's like they did a great job of drafting. I think that both of those guys kind of slipped further than a lot of people thought. You know, I thought some people had Willis in the first round. Yeah. Lawson was more of a day 2 pick that went to the 4th round.
Top of the, yeah.
So I think it was definitely a fall, man. Who else we got, man?
Bucky Hodges.
Bucky, we could put him in with the whole Isaiah Ford thing, man.
It's like one went 6, Bucky went 6, and
Isaiah Ford went 7. I'm like, wow. What was going on in V-Tech over there, man?
I don't know, man. Maybe somebody done released some information. Maybe we'll find out later.
Justin Evans didn't get drafted, you know. I mean, you know, Jared Evans. Jared Evans,
the quarterback. So, you know, I don't. That's not a surprise, by the way.
Yeah.
But it's strange, man. Like we had in our tight end podcast was, you know, we talked about, you know, that any of them tight ends could be big time top, you know, tight ends at some point, you know, but Bucky Hodges just fell into oblivion, man, along with Isaiah Ford. I don't know if, you know, measurables in terms of speed and shuttles, and I don't know, bro. Like, something had to have come out, bro. I don't know what it is, though. Because if there's anybody that know any information, post it, you know, to this video and let us know
why these guys dropped. Because I thought Isaiah Ford was a day 2 talent.
7th round.
You know, I know he didn't have the sparky, the athletic, the combine. He didn't kill that, but
when the ball's in the air,
he go get it. He go get it with the ball. He's like a poor man's Mike Williams to me, man. So I thought 7th round was crazy to me. I didn't expect that at all. Bucky Hodges, I kind of seen the fall coming. I thought, you know, the fall would have probably landed him in maybe 4th round. But to go 6th round, puzzling to me, man. It's very puzzling, man.
I mean, he wasn't an inline guy. You know, when he did line up in line, he was uncomfortable. You know, so maybe that had a lot to do with it. He wasn't that much of a blocker as big as he was. So, you know.
And I think VTech used him wrong. They used him as not wrong. It worked for what they were trying to do. They threw a lot of jump balls to him. But I think if you put him more, you know, in the slot and make him attack linebackers and safeties, I think he could ball there. I think Minnesota got a real steal in this draft. And I know a lot of people on Twitter hate Bucky Hodges. Every time I mention him, they put, he's going to be a bust.
Because his hands.
I guess, but to get him in the 6th round, extremely good value, man.
Yeah, hell of a lot of value.
Corn Elder.
Corn. Woo!
The U.
He from the U. This guy. You know what? I'm not 100% sure it's it's not a fall from grace, a fall to oblivion. But with the way he plays the game of football, man, that's my kind of guy, man. Physical to the point of attack. You know, I almost feel like he might be better than Marlon Humphreys. I hate to bring the guy back up, but because he has better ball skills. You know what I'm saying? He's a slot corner. He might have went to actually the perfect situation in Carolina, but I guess maybe it's his size.
Yeah, bro, that's exactly what it is. I was going to mention that, man. It's just you see it every draft class. A guy without the size, without the 4.4 speed. These guys always drop in drafts, and good teams find these guys late in draft and get a steal. They're gonna look like geniuses, the Panthers.
They got a steal.
And how the Panthers play their defense, like, you know, with Josh Norman, the guy they drafted from, what's his name? The guy they got right now, Bradbury.
Yeah.
Bradbury. Mm-hmm. I think how they use their corners, I think Corn Elder fits perfectly right there. That zone. He's going to get physical with you, and I think he landed in a great place. I see a long career for Corn Elder, man.
It's a hell of a fit, man. It's a hell of a fit. And he can return punts. I don't know about kicks, but he can definitely return some punts if that's something they want to do with him, too. Well, they got McCaffrey, and they got Samuel, so never
got to do that. What was the last guy?
Last guy is Desmond King.
Desmond King is another corner similar to Corn Edler. You know, you're not going to want to put him, you know, in a man defense. But he with the ball in front of him, he's a banger. He could cover in the zone. So, you know, the Chargers drafted him, and I told you before on my other video, they got my A+ draft class, and I love Desmond King.
Is he gonna play corner? Is he gonna play safety? I'd imagine he's gonna play corner with them boys, because I guess, you know, they got their safeties, but I'm not sure what they're gonna do with him. You know, this was a guy who last year people say you come out, you'll be a first round pick, and you know he drops to, what was it, the 5th round?
Yeah.
I mean, damn. You know, he went to the Senior Bowl, and I don't think he played at all, if I'm not mistaken. I think he got hurt right before it or during the drills or whatever, but I didn't see him out there.
He's not particularly sparky.
Not sparky.
No, he's not that kind of player. He's an instinctive. A lot of people thought, you know, because he was instinctive, he could move to safety, play safety, but, you know.
Yeah, man, and like I said, all these guys without that combine numbers,
the measurables,
it's dropping. It's dropping. We see it every draft. I love the run on the 5th round corners with Elder, KZ, a guy for the Falcons drafted, and Desmond King, man. I thought it was all good value picks right there. I'm out. Yeah. Close us out.
CouchPotatoGM.com. We're looking for 150,000 subscribers. No, 150. We at 130 right now. Subscribe, man.